supply safe. You know, that's been evident with many of the things that have come from China and other countries, you know, over the past several years. So, you know, it's a whole lot to think about. It's, we must keep our economy so that, you know, agriculture is strong and all of our other businesses are strong. Because, you know, the farmers cannot continue to supply, you know, this country and much of the rest of the world with food and fiber without affordable energy. Let me share one little other caveat that's it's a part of the climate change legislation. You know, hopefully this has been at least delayed for now, but one of the proposals that was in this thing, and you know, I thought it was a joke to start with. It's the cow tax. You know, it's it's no joke. You know, we have people that are very much pursuing this. This legislation, Shelley, the way I understand it, it kind of delays that, but it doesn't really do away with it. You're down the road. But what it does, they've estimated that, you know, I raise beef cattle and sheep. They've estimated that a beef cow produces 2 tons of greenhouse gas a year. They want to, and actually, they've got chambers in Europe where they already have some of this stuff in place where they put cows in and supposedly, you know, determine that this 2 tons of greenhouse gas a year that comes from a cow, everyone we have out there. They wanted, the proposal was to charge us the same rate that every other industry pays, $43.50 a ton. So that would put a tax of $87 per head per year on every cow that we have out there in the pasture or out there on the farm. And, you know, folks, I'm a full-time farmer, believe me. We can't make $87 a head per cow. But, you know, that is the tax that they want to put on us, you know, through this process. Hopefully we can get that beat back a little further, Shelley. One of the assumptions also has been, you know, that, you know, about the rise in temperature, you know, on the global warming side. You know, over the past century, you know, these guys have estimated that, you know, the temperature here has risen, you know, 0.7 degrees Celsius over the past century. And, you know, a century ago, I'm not sure they even had thermometers that, you know, really calculated that close. But, you know, let me give you one little example. I found this very interesting. It's just a little tidbit that was in some of the information that I reviewed. You know, we have, you know, a whole lot of the temperature stations. You know, we've seen them all in the state and all the country, these little white buildings with the slatted side, you know, they have the thermometers, all the weather equipment in them, you know, that NOAA has. You know, it's been determined now that 87% of those things they're poorly located or poorly maintained, have a margin of error of 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. And remember, they're saying that the temperature only went up 0.7 degrees Celsius. And, you know, a lot of them, you know, they blacktop the road beside of where the station is, or they've had development come in around it. And, you know, there's a whole lot of reasons why maybe the temperature did go up a little bit at that station. But the one thing that I found very interesting, in 1979, NOAA changed the guidelines for these weather stations, for the shelter around them. They changed the requirement from using whitewash on the outside of them to using white latex paint. And you know, just to think about it, you think, well, that wouldn't make any difference. It's been proven now that the white latex paint raised the temperature in that weather station by 0.3 degrees Celsius. 45% of what they're saying that our temperature has risen over the past century. So, you know, figures can say a lot of things, but, you know, liars can do a lot of figuring. And it's,